Who is the main character?
Clay Jensen is the main character. He received a box full of cassette tapes. Each cassette tape tells about a person and what they had to do with Hannah Baker's death.
Secondary character.
The secondary character was Hannah Baker. She's the girl who made the cassette tapes telling why she killed herself.
What is the conflict of your book?
The conflict is that Hannah Baker left behind cassette tapes giving 13 reasons why she killed herself. Clay has to listen to the whole story in order to find out why he was part of this.
Resolution of your book.
Clay watches all the tapes to understand.
Summarize 13 reasons why.
Clay receives 13 cassette tapes listing why Hannah Baker killed herself.
What book did you read this marking period?
The book that I read was The Scorched Trials by James Dashner. In the book, the earth has been scorched by the sun, turning most of the world to a desert area. A horrible and deadly disease called the flare has infected many people, including a special group of boys called the Gladers. The Gladers were promised a cure if they could make it to a place called the Sanctuary within a certain amount of time. Throughout their journey, the boys must overcome many obstacles standing in their way of getting the cure.
Who is the main character of your book?
The main character's name is Thomas. Thomas is, in a way, the leader of the group. Throughout the book, Thomas has to help his group make it through the desert and survive a disease called the flare. Thomas is kind, caring, smart, and devoted to his friends.
Who would you say would be a secondary character?
A secondary character would be Minho. Minho is also, in a way, a leader of the group. He often helps Thomas with important decisions during the book. He has kind of a cocky personality.
What is the conflict and the resolution of your book?
The conflict in my book is man versus world. In the book, the world has been scorched by the sun and everyone is infected with a disease called the flare. The Gladers have to make it to a place called the Sanctuary within a certain amount of time to receive a cure. Since this book is part of a series, the resolution has not really been revealed yet.
What would you say is the point of view of your book?
The point of view is third person limited. The story is told from Thomas's point of view from an outside narrator.
Where does your story take place?
The story takes place somewhere in a hot desert area, most likely sometime in the future.
What do you think would be a theme presented in your book?
A theme in this book would be that trust and friendship are important. This book often shows how important trust and friendship are. In many instances, in the book, the boys would not have been able to get through a situation without trust and friendship.